Hello, Living Water School family. I've been doing a lot of reflecting this summer as we prepare for the new school year, and I just thought that I would take a little time to do a talk about designing a socialization strategy that connects more with the vision for my kids that God has given to me, is I feel for me the best way. Not every parent can do that or has that option, and I know that, and I hope no one feels like when I'm saying this I'm trying to set myself up as better than. I'm just sharing from my heart as a mom. But I do want to share with you what I have done in my own house, and it just dawned on me this week that maybe I need to share with parents what I do. Now, I am not planning to ever put my child in a traditional school. Even if the Living Water School closes down, I will just homeschool. They will not be going to school. There are reasons for that. The education and discipleship and mentoring of our kids is our responsibility. I know parents have different opinions on that, and that's okay. I'm just letting you know how we feel. So, therefore, the Living Water School is for parents that feel that same way. And so, I want to share with you that with that being my conviction and creating a school that probably will never be huge, but I feel it will always have a nice community of parents that feel that same way about wanting to be the main influencers in their child's life. So, what do I do to teach my kids, to give them opportunities to socialize and meet new people? Since the school started, and I guess I never shared this with everyone, and I'm sorry for not doing that, I've always taken them to places where other kids are. In the summers, every single day, we go to the neighborhood pool. Every day. And every day, the same kids in the neighborhood are there. And we go at the time where we know kids will be there. And those kids also live in the neighborhood, and their moms are there. And so from that experience, they have a group of friends that come hang out at the house all the time. The mothers and I talk all the time. And so they've developed friendships outside of Living Water School. And some of you all have met some of those kids because they're invited to Blocks Club or things like that. That's one way. That's how we handle it in the summer. During the school year, they go to some type of regular weekly something. For us, it was 4-H. They would regularly go to 4-H. But you may want to do Girl and Boy Scouts, which is a regular meeting. The other thing that we do is they're put into some type of team. A basketball team, football team. Dylan is swimming on the swim team. Day has joined ballet. Destin has taken up golf. And my journey, since we came in from COVID and now we're staying in, was I took the responsibility on my own self to find those places where my kids can have regular times where they're interacting. This is not taking them to a concert, a museum, or to the park to play every now and then. This is like structured organizational spaces where they're going and they know they're going to see the same kids there on a regular basis. So what can you do? Some suggestions would be putting them in Girl and Boy 4-H club, making them members of your local rec center and signing them up for the different youth activities they have there, putting them on a sports team that they know they will be a part of this community of people playing a sport together, and just constantly perusing your local community to see how can I get my kids plugged in with other kids. The other thing I've done is, and many of you all know this, is I've turned my front dining room into the kids' space. And that room is computers, toys, books, and the neighborhood children, parents, I have all their numbers, and mothers like, can so-and-so come hang out with your kids? And all during the week, bikes are in my driveway, and my house has become a community space for kids to hang out. Basically, what I'm sharing with you is that for the sake of my children, knowing that I'm not going to ever put them in a school setting, that's something I feel so strongly about. But I know that the socialization piece is my responsibility, and I have to do what's necessary to create that for them. And when we talk about socialization, What do we mean by that? And everyone may think something different. For me, I don't think it's a matter of, oh, my kids need to be around kids, and just plop them someplace to do it. I'm so thankful I live in a country where I have the option to do this. I don't have to just put them anywhere. And it doesn't mean that our children aren't going to say, well, I want to go to this school and I don't like this plan. You're not a bad parent if you choose to say, I hear you. I'm going to try my best to give you what you need. But there are just some places you're not going to go because I don't feel like it connects with the plan God has for your life. And so it's okay to stand firm on that. But yet at the same time, we listen to our kids. We listen to what their needs are, and we start the process of finding ways to meet their needs as best as we can. The whole system of the Living Water School is to give them the education they need and to prepare them for post-high school life, whether it be college, trade school, or career, or all of the above. Socialization, like consistent, daily, weekly, regular immersion and socialization, is not a part of our program. Now, some have asked, will I ever change that? And I'm going to have to say no. With the way we've set tuition, so it's affordable to everyone, with me not taking a salary, so I work someplace else in addition to running the school, with who I am, that is a piece of the puzzle that I cannot promise I can meet that need. Now, if what I'm saying to you, you don't feel will work for you, you're working, you have a really strict schedule that you can't take them places every afternoon and every evening, then I am not offended if you find another school. It breaks my heart. I hate losing students. But my school is just here for anyone who feels they need it. Every parent has a vision from the Lord for what is best for their kids. And I'm not the person to tell you what you should and should not do with your kids. I want them to stay. I love each of your children. I promise to pour my heart and soul into making sure they have the best education they could ever receive, with love and grace, that teaches them about who they are, gain the education they need to pursue whatever their goal is in life. That I promise you. Socialization is going to have to be a parental responsibility, but I'm hoping the suggestions I've gave will help you kind of think outside the box with regards to that, and that you'll begin to chart out a plan for how your child can have the socialization they need. I don't think the Living Water School, even with us meeting down at the building, is enough. Number one, a lot of parents maybe can't get them to the building on those days now that we're in Old Town Alexandria. It's there for if anyone signs up. So I want to ask that, in addition to, if you're going to continue have your child in school, that you begin to think about, you can also put them in homeschool groups. You can even sign your child up for an after school program that at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoons, you take your child, or your child is taken to an after school program that you pay that monthly fee, and they can know that they're going to this center where all the other kids hang out after school. These are things that you can do that will give your child a daily, weekly socialization opportunities. And then homeschool co-ops are another way of being a part, where they offer classes. We teach all the core classes, but a lot of times these have creative writing, arts, drama. Like, they have other activities and classes your kids can take, other foreign languages. So join your local co-op and allow your child to participate in that. These are just ideas for providing social opportunities for your child. I've thought through this a long time. I've thought about, well, should I be more in the building? And I can't. I don't think that's what God is telling me to do, and I feel that if I did it, it wouldn't be successful. And God has also told me that I must be sure to stick to whatever vision He's given to me. People are going to change. Children's needs are going to change. And you, as their parent, have been given the authority by God to make the decision that works best for your child and for your family. And if I am not a part of it, I hate to see you go, but I understand, and I'll support you in every way that I can as you transition to that. But if you stay with me, I'm hoping that these tips for how to give your child socialization and interaction with other kids. I hope these tips will be a help to you. I love all of you. I hope you all will stay. I hope you'll consider these unique ideas for how to give your child a constant opportunity to socialize. Um, uh, and I pray you'll stick it out with us. But if not, I'm still right there for you every step of the way. Love to all of you.